Alright, for the next step we're going to build the wheels. They are not actually bead locks. You still will have to glue your tires to the wheels. I am not going to do this portion of the build. It's very self-explanatory. You're going to put this front, what looks like a bead lock, on there, and you're going to line up the holes. Ooh, you like that noise? You're going to line up the holes with the 4 holes that are on the pins on the back here and screw them on. From there, you'll glue your tires. At this point, the only other part of the direction is the antenna tube, which they're showing you mounts right here into this little hole for the servo. And you'll come up through the bottom with your wire, and it will come out and put a little tiny set screw in there, which I have here somewhere. I saw it. I do have a little screw there. Where is it? Teeny tiny little set screw. I have it here. I just have to find it. Oh well, it's in a bag of parts that is somewhere on my desk. Teeny tiny little set screw goes in the smaller hole right here, and you'll slide your tube in, and then you'll put the set screw in and screw it down, and it secures the tube so it doesn't come out. The only other thing that we have, and it is driving me crazy, but I cannot find the wheel nuts in my kit, which are located right here. I have a feeling that it may be with the set screw, which I don't know where it is. But I'm going to have to go through some of the stuff that I have. So, wheel nuts that hold the wheels on, self-explanatory, you put them on. Hold your wheels on. You have to make sure that your wheels are set onto the hexes properly. So, that is actually the end of the build portion of this video. We still have the body to paint. I'm a terrible painter, but I'll show it to you when I'm done. I just haven't had a chance to do it. I'm the king of the single color paint job. So I'll get that done. We're going to mount our tires and wheels and our electronics. There are so many different brands of electronics and sizes and shapes and everything that I'm not really going to tell you how to do it. I'm just going to mount mine up and show you how I did it, and then you can decide what you're going to do from there, because again, there are so many different choices. There's not like you put a screw here and a bolt there to build it, so a lot of personal choices. So stay tuned for the next video, and it's going to be kind of a show off the electronics and a wrap up of the video series. Alright, well, we're pretty much done now. There's still one or two little things that I'm going to want to do, but for the most part we're ready. We're going to head out to the track tomorrow and see what happens. So I got my body done. Like I said before, I'm the king of the one color paint job and stickers. Painting has never been something that I've been able to do. I'm lucky to get the window stickers on properly. So here it is. We have our wheels and tires, we have our electronics on, and pretty much almost everything ready to go. There's still one or two little things I want to do. Just wanted to show you the placement of the electronics that I chose, as well as a couple of other things. So we'll take the body off, toss it on the ground. Okay, so here we go. We got our battery mounted up. We ended up going to the rearmost mount for weight and balance with the products that we've used. I mounted the ESC right over here. You can take a look at that. You get a little better view in the light here. I'm having light issues today. We mounted the caps beside it and the ESC here, very close to the to the strut. And we also left a little bit of room in front of the battery here so that we can move the battery position forward or back 1 or 2 clicks if we would like to. The servo here, I'm still planning on changing out the servo horn with a metal horn. That's something I haven't done yet, nor have I hooked up the antenna tube yet. So that's kind of just dangling out of the way. We went with a direct connection to the batteries from the ESC, which worked out really well. The sensor wire that we used from the ESC back to the motor, the one that came with it wasn't long enough, so we had to order in a longer unit, and they're available all over the place. We routed the wires up and through, and we used the little cutouts and little tunnel that's on the top of the diff mount there to keep the wires from floating around, and then we also put some zip ties on there, and everything is nice so it's not going to hit any of the drive shafts. Not really all that happy with the radio location, which I have right here on the side. Nothing's going to happen to it. However, I don't like it hanging out here, and I think that we may decide to take the radio and move it back here. I just like it mounted up on its side rather than laying flat down. That way a lot of dirt doesn't collect in it. You still get some, but not as much. We went onto the internet, onto Losi's site, and downloaded Ryan Dunsford setup sheet, and that's what we're going to follow. From what I've heard, it's a very good setup for a clay track, at least a good starting point. We've also, as of our last video, we also inserted a pinion gear and put a pinion gear on there. I've got a 15 on there now. With the track that we're on, it may need to be adjusted. Everything, and I keep harping about this, but everything runs nice and free, and there's no binding going on. So this is our truck setup, and one more time, let's maybe zoom in a little bit if we can and not get you seasick here. Let you take a little bit closer look at the electronics setup. And that's how we have it. Again, everybody's electronics are different, so you're going to have to figure out what works best for you. We'd like to thank you for stopping by, Team FastEddy, and checking out our videos. It's always fun to do these builds, and we have a lot of people that enjoy them also. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to get your bearings for any RCs that you have from FastEddyBearings.com.